Hey guys, it's Luella here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my experiences with rejection and why you shouldn't be scared of it. And my goal for the end of this video is to convince you to go for that person you like, tell them you like them, because you never know what could happen. I'm going to talk to you about my freshman year experience with rejection and how it affected me. So basically, in freshman year, I liked this guy. He sat at our lunch table and I would like talk to him sometimes. And I think I had a crush on him for like a little over a month maybe. So my friends were like, well, you should just tell him honestly, like, what's the worst that could happen? So I'm like, I'm too scared to tell him. So my friends tell him for me. And he said, oh, I'm not like looking for anything right now. Like, I'm just trying to focus on myself. My friends tell me that news. What do? I go to the bathroom, I cry in front of my friends. Other people are there too watching. I cry. But the reason why I was crying, of course, I was like upset about the rejection. But the main reason I was crying was because I was embarrassed. I was like, I'm going to see this guy again. He's going to sit at our lunch table. But luckily, like, he stopped sitting there after that. But like, I still saw him in the halls. But I feel like the main reason people are scared of rejection is because they're scared of the embarrassment that comes with it. After I had that embarrassment, I let it affect me. Like, I didn't tell anyone, like, I liked them until a year after. Like, I didn't, like, flat out tell them, like, I liked them till the next year. Because I was just, like, embarrassed of that, and I let it affect me. But you don't have to let it affect you. Because your mind, you're in control of your mind. Because in the end, it really doesn't matter. Like, a week after that, I honestly kind of forgot about it. Like, I forgot about it. Like, of course, I still had it in my mind, but I wasn't like constantly thinking about it. I did something I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have let it affect my confidence. Just because someone doesn't like you, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. I am like a firm believer in like everything happens for a reason. You probably got rejected because they weren't going to be good for you. Like, it was never actually gonna work out. It was just gonna be bad. You guys were not gonna work out. Like, it happened for a reason. And I chose to let it affect my confidence. I chose to cry about it, but I could have just chose to move on with it right away and just be like, okay, he doesn't like me. That's okay. I don't have to let this like affect whether I tell someone again I like them or not. Also, imagine I had never told him. I would have just gone on keeping on liking him, wasting my time. Because it's just a waste of time, honestly. Like, liking someone who you're not even sure if they like you back. You're just wasting your time thinking about it and not actually knowing if it's going to turn out to be anything. Why would you want to do that? Wouldn't it be better if you just know right away if they're interested or not? Because if I didn't tell him, I could have liked him for like months and months and months not knowing the answer. And it would have been worse. I honestly should have told him even before a month. But at least I told him in that time. The next time I told someone was close to like the end of sophomore year. I had like other instances, but I didn't actually like tell anyone like I liked them until this time. So like, it was sophomore year, the end of it. I would have like conversations with this guy on Instagram. Like, he would swipe on my story, I would swipe on his. It was like nothing really, but like we would just like talk. So I was like, maybe he's interested. So my friend was like, you should just tell him. But I didn't want to tell him in person, so I sent him a message. I was like, hey, like, I just wanted to tell you I think you're cute. And he said, thank you, but I'm talking to someone. And this time didn't really affect me as much. I was just like, bro, I'm gonna have to see him in school. And I think I did like cry a little bit at night, mostly from an embarrassment, because I was like, oh my god, like, I have a class with him, I'm gonna have to see him. But honestly, after a week, it was like, it did not even matter. Like, you get over it, especially second time. It's just like, you realize it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Like, who actually cares? Because imagine, and this time to imagine I kept on liking him, wasting my time, because I had liked him for like a few months already. So that was basically a waste of my time, because I could have just told him in the beginning and just gotten over it in my head. Because if you know someone doesn't like you, it's way easier to like just stop liking them than like you like them, you don't know if they like you. How are you supposed to stop liking them? But if you know they don't like you, it's way easier. And going back to my beginning point that everything happens for a reason, it's actually true. Because both of those rejections, I am so glad that I got rejected by both those people. Because imagine I was still with them, I would have never met my boyfriend now. boyfriend now, I met him at a carnival. I asked for his Instagram, then we hung out, and now we're dating for almost 6 months. So I feel like in the end it actually works, because getting rejected does not mean there's anything wrong with you. And I feel like that's a common misconception, because I thought that too, because when I got rejected I was like, what's wrong with me? Like, why don't they like me? But it has nothing to do with you and has everything to do with them. And you honestly never know until you try. Because what's the point in thinking like what it could have been when you could have known what it could have been? Stop letting your fear and embarrassment drive your whole life, or else you're never going to have experiences. And you're never going to know what things could have or could not have turned out to be. And if you never try, then you're never going to find that person. Because if I have never got rejected those 2 times and then tried again, I would have never like found him if I was just too scared. Because I was actually about to not get his Instagram, because my friend was like, well, you should just get it, like just get it. And I was like, no, I'm too scared. But I just got it. I got it. But I think about it all the time, like, what if I never actually got it? Like, I would have never had these amazing experiences and these amazing times with him. Like, how I met him, it just felt like everything fell into place, you know? You just have to kind of let things fall into place. Obviously, that doesn't mean don't do anything. Do stuff, but just don't like think too much like, why didn't this work out the way I wanted it to? Because sometimes the universe just has another path for you in mind. But I just feel like you should just go for it. Because even if they say no, like, people say the worst they could say is no. Honestly, that's not true. Like, they could be a lot meaner, but you just have to realize that you have the power to not let it affect you. If I would go back now to both those rejections, I would choose to not let it affect me. And now that like I know this now, I'm like, why did I act that way? Because it literally did not matter. Like, people do not care. If they're still thinking about it now, or if like they were still like bringing it up to me constantly, that means that they're just obsessed with you. Because why are they still thinking of it? Why are they still talking about it? That's honestly a compliment to you. This rejection concept doesn't just go for like rejection from people, but it also goes like rejection from jobs, like things you want to get into. Because like I've like tried, like I'm interested in like theater, and I've tried for like a lot of theater opportunities. I've gotten a lot of them, but then I've also not gotten some. And at first, like, I used to be scared of auditions. I was like, oh my god, what if I don't get in? Now honestly, like, I'm not that scared of auditions anymore, because I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna try my best. If I get in, great. If I don't get in, I'll find another opportunity. And that's how you have to think about rejection. A rejection is a chance for another opportunity. If you just let yourself not get rejected ever, you're never gonna find those opportunities. Like, I know people say this a lot, but you really do have to fail to succeed. Because you may think something's like the right option for you, and you might think it's the way to go, but it could not be the right way. But you'll never know until you find out. And I keep saying that, but it's so true. Like, you'll never know unless you go and find out yourself. So yeah, guys, that's why you should not be scared of rejection, and you should just go for what you want and see where it leads you, because you never know. So yeah, guys, don't let people destroy your confidence, and you're in control of your own mind. Always remember that. Bye, guys.